Hello students, welcome back to the new session. So let's start with a quick revision. In the last class we did mirror tool. So mirror is nothing but to create a mirror image of your object. So here, like in this image, you can create a mirror of this original object by creating a mirror line in between. Your mirror line endpoints will decide in which location your object will be mirrored. Like in this case, endpoint 1 and endpoint 2 is here, so it has mirrored in front of it. So here left will become right and right will become left, as in normally we see mirrors. Okay. We can also mirror the text as well. If mirror text system variable is 0, by default it will not mirror a text, but if you change it to 1, it will mirror a text. Alright. You can also mirror at an angle. Your object can be mirrored at an angle. And one more thing, you can retain the source object or you can erase the source object. So whenever you create a mirror line, after that, automatically AutoCAD will prompt in a sequence that do you want to erase the source object, yes or no? You can select yes or no as per your requirement. Alright. And I hope you all have practiced some drawings on the basis of mirrors. If not, please do it. Okay, then only you will clear out your doubts, or if you have any, you can come to us in the doubt session. Now, today the topic would be breaking the sketch objects. Basically, you can create a breakpoint in a line or in an arc, okay, or in a circle, so that it can be broken into two parts. Sometimes it is required, so you need not create the object again, once again. You can just break it down by giving points. There is a 1 point option and there is 2 point option. Okay. How to invoke this tool? You can go to Home tab. In Modified panel, you will get two things: break at point or break. Break at point is 1 point option. In break, you have to specify two options. You have to specify 2 point option. In modify, again, break at point or break, or otherwise in command line you have to type break completely or BR enter. Now see, here this is the using 2 point option for breaking the line. Before breaking the line, this is your line. You select the object. Your selection object would be the first point, and the second point would be wherever you second time specify on your screen. So it will break the line in between. Okay? Am I clear? This is 2 point. In 1 point, wherever you click or you specify a point on your line, it will break from that point into two parts. It will break the line into two parts. I'll show you. Okay? This is my line. I'm just using line as of now. Later on, I'll come to arcs and circle as well. So here I have to break and break at point. So I'll select break at point. I'll select the object. See, only 1 point I have to specify. I'll click here. So these lines have been broken in two. Okay, so I can move this line. Okay, so this is break at point. This is 1 point option. Alright, when you invoke BR tool, you can select the object. Here, you will have to specify second breakpoint. Means the object you selected was the first point, and when you select anywhere on your line, that will be the second point. So from there, taking the select object as a first point and second point as the specified point to break, it will clear off, it will trim that particular area. I'll show you again. BR enter, that is break here. In modify, with break at point, you have another option, break, or you can invoke this break. So break at point is there in your modify or in your toolbar, but through command line, you cannot go into break at point. So you select the object. Wherever you select the object, that point would be the first point for it. Okay. Now by default, it will ask specify the second point. So wherever I click, like see, if I click this side, So it has removed from the selection point till the end, which I was showing you in this image. Object selection point would be the first point, and by default, second point would be the second end point. So it will break the line in between these 2 points. Now, within this 2-point selection option, there is another method. This is before breaking the line. First, I can select the object, then I can specify my first point and then second point, and then it will break the line. So my object selection won't be counted as my first point. Okay. For that, within this line, when I go to BR enter, I select my object. I have this option as first point. So I have to select this first point or press F enter. Now I'll specify my first point and give my second point, and then it will break the line. So through 1-point option, you can just break a particular line into 2. In 2-point option, you have 2 methods. By default, if you select the object, it will take it as the first point and it will ask you to specify the second point. It will break the line. If you want to specify your first point as some other point, not the objection selection point, so you first select the object, then go to first point, that is F enter within the break command, and then specify the first and second point. Okay. Herein, object selection point is the first point and then second point. It will break the line. In this, object selection point is just a selection of object, and then you can give your first break point and second break point. Okay. You can even break circles and arcs. But remember one thing. In circles and arcs, remember one thing. Always give your first and second point in counterclockwise direction. Otherwise, a wrong erasing can be done. Okay. As by default, we are working in counterclockwise. So like here, first point, and then this is the second point. Here, this is the first point, and this is the second point. So herein we are going clockwise. So see, majorly my whole portion is. It depends which you want to erase. Accordingly, you will go counterclockwise or clockwise. Okay. But try to give counterclockwise. I'll show you in circle. Okay. BR enter. I'll select the object. I'll specify my first point. I'll take my first point at this quadrant, and then I'll take my second point as my third quadrant. So this is the remaining circle. Okay. I hope you all are clear. See, this is the original object before breaking. First point, second point, or first point, second point. You can even break your arcs. Again, same. BR enter, select the object. Go to first point if you want to give 2 points. I have 2 separate arcs left as per your need. Alright, that's all there in breaking. Now I'll come to joining. As you can break a line, you can join as well. Okay, but remember, it can only join collinear lines. Okay, if there is a gap, it will fill the gap. See, I'll show you. First, understand. You can invoke this tool through ribbon, home, modify, join, toolbar. In modify toolbar, join, and in command you can type join or J enter. So you can join collinear lines, arcs, elliptical arcs, polylines, splines, any kind of lines. Okay, I'll remove all this. First, I'll show you through lines. This is my line. This is my second line, and I have a line here with gap. Okay, so if I use my J enter, I'll select first line, second line. First, I'll join these 2, enter. Now this is a single line. Now again, I'll join this and this and enter. So it has filled the gap as well. Okay, For example, I have created a rectangle through line. Okay, now these all are separate lines. I can join them too. First, second, third, and fourth. Now this is a single entity. Alright. You can join arcs as well. You have an arc. I'll take in the center. MI, enter. I'll mirror it so that you can devise a mirror command. Okay, so I have two parts of arc. I'll join these two parts. 1 and 2. See, now this is 1. Okay? Clear? Very good. Not so difficult, but a simple tool which will be very handy when you work. You will be needing breaking and you will be needing joining as well. Okay? So that's all there in today's class, students. Try practicing in all of the options like aligns, arcs, polylines, splines. In case of polyline, I'll create a polyline here. Okay, and for example, I press enter. I'll start from here again with this intersection point. I'll leave it here. So I have two polylines here. Okay, so I can join these two polylines. Select both the polylines and enter. Now this is single. Okay, sometimes because of some situation you have just entered and then you again went into the polyline. So you can join the polyline again. Alright. So that's all there in joining and breaking. In the next session, we'll do a quick revision and then we'll move on to measure and divide tool. We have done measure and divide tool once or twice in different ways, in points and then in array as well, in path array. But here we'll discuss about the point. Okay. Thank you, students.